It is your classic metal show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. Starting off the show, we heard something from a little blast from the past. Our good friend, former bassist for Lynyrd Skynyrd, Ian Evans, along with Bobby Capps of 38 Special, put out a CD, I believe it was way back in 2006, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
It was called Evans Caps, and it was called Hell If I Know. And we just heard something from Great White featuring Jack Russell on lead vocal with Fast Road. And taking the fast road from the bedroom to the mic is my good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
What is up, sir? What possessed you to play music from the dead tonight?
I don't know. I was kind of feeling a little nostalgic today and kind of doing a little reflecting and people that I've known or people I've had associations with. And,
sure.
You know, Ian was so good to both of us.
He was.
And he was especially good to me, hooking me up several times over like a 3 or 4 year period there. Whenever he was in the region, anywhere within the region, say within 100 miles, he would call me and say, "Hey, we're playing so-and-so. You coming down?"
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, come on out. Lynyrd Skynyrd going to be taking the stage about 9:30.
That's exactly right. And he hooked me up big time on several occasions. He hooked me up for the Taste of Chicago when Lynyrd Skynyrd played the Taste of Chicago. Right. And put me front row center for that show. That was the first time I ever met the guy.
Sure.
Then after the show was over, he invited me up to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in downtown Chicago at the Water Tower place. And I sat at the bar having drinks with him and the lovely Carol Chase, who was one of the backup singers for Lynyrd Skynyrd. Yeah. I was sitting at the bar with Ian and getting to know him a little bit because he had made a interview on the show. He'd come on the show with Bobby Capps. And there was a time where they actually called us live on the show out of the blue where the Lynyrd Skynyrd bus was going down the road and they were listening to the CMS in the bus.
That's right. I remember that.
But I was getting to know Ian at that point, and I was sitting there. I go, "Hey, that your backup singer, Carol Chase." He goes, "Yeah, what about her?" I said, "I got a little thing for her." And he goes, "Really?" He goes, "Carol?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I think she's pretty sexy." He goes, "You want to meet her?" And I go, "Yeah." So he gets on the cell phone and calls her down, and she comes down. And he goes, I want you to meet somebody who's a real big fan of yours, you know." And she sat next to me, and we had a few drinks, and she let me take a real close and personal picture. She kind of stood between my knees there and let me put my arms around her and put my head on her shoulder like I was kissing her.
Nice.
She was a good sport about it.
Come on, did you hit that?
No, I didn't hit it, but I would have.
I know you would have. I remember you were all pumped up about that.
It was pretty good. I mean, she for an older girl, she was pretty smoking.
And by old, you mean what? About 30?
No, she was. Well, you know, and here I'll tell you a funny story that I learned just watching TV.
Yeah.
So I'm watching Any Which Way. I think it was Any Which Way But Loose, the Clint Eastwood movie.
Okay.
And there was a scene in the movie, or it was in the credits or something. Right. And it was some country honky tonk style song.
Okay.
It was something she sang on as a solo artist back in the 70s.
So you pulled your cock out and just started.
but I saw the credits roll up on the screen, sung by Carol Chase, sung by Carol. I was like, holy shit! I had no idea.
Yeah. So you rewound it like 15 times.
So then he later that summer they were playing over here at the Porter County Fair, and he called me up. He says, "Hey, we're playing at a place called the Porter County Fair. Is that anywhere near you?" I said, "Yeah, that's like 3 minutes from my house." Well,
come on out, buddy. Come on out.
That's exactly right. He's like, "Well, we're staying down here at the Hampton. You know where that's at?" I said, "Yeah, that's just down the street from me." He goes, "Yeah, we're down there. Come on down. Go on to the show with us." You know, so I went down and met up with them and went to the show.
Sure.
And then I think Jim Bob actually came with me on that one.
Okay.
And then, I got to see Carol again. And then, what was it? They were playing at a place that's got torn down here in the last year or two. It was called the Star Theater in Maryville.
Okay.
And of course, he called me again. Hey, we're playing at the Star Theater. Is that near you again? I said, yeah, that's like 15 minutes from the house. Come on over. I got you set up, So I went down there. He had me these VIP. They had this like VIP lounge over there.
Right.
They had me VIP tickets, second row center.
Nice. Yeah, he took care of me and my son as well. I mean, we were maybe 4 rows back or something. We were real close too when he hooked us up. And then the best part was, my kid was little at the time. And I mean, it was great. We ended up just sitting at the table with Lynyrd Skynyrd. It was kind of like that whole Doc and Rat thing that we did. Yeah, I'll just sit around eating.
Sure.
But this was like with the Skynyrd guys. It was like all the Skynyrd guys, and there's like 35 of them or whatever.
Yeah.
And then me and my son Zach just sitting at a table, eating dinner with Lynyrd Skynyrd and shooting the shit. It was great.
Yeah. And then another one, they were playing over at Fort Wayne. Mm-hmm. And he had me come out to that, and that was the last show before they were taking like a Christmas break or something.
Right.
And so the principals were flying out. So Gary Rosington and
Barnes, what's his name? Jimmy Barnes or whatever.
Van Zandt. Johnny Van Zandt.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were flying out, and the rest of the guys were going to take the bus home,
Right.
And so they were at the hotel bar, and I was there drinking with what's his name? Ricky Medlock.
Nice.
Ian, and everybody's just kind of hanging out, just like old pals, and Ian just like introducing me around, and it's like, we're just buds, And
this is my buddy Neeley. Neeley's out there helping Skynyrd keep the flag flying, boys.
Exactly. So that was just like weeks before they announced that he had cancer.
And he died like fat, like he died.
It was like in months. It was just a matter of months. I think they announced he had cancer like in January, and I think he passed away like in March or April.
Yeah, it was quick.
Mm-hmm.
It was quick. That cancer is a motherfucker. That's for sure.
Yeah, had that stomach cancer, and it took him out fast, because when I saw him in December, I commented to him. I said, "Man, you're getting awful skinny." He was skinny anyway.
Yeah.
But when I saw him, I said, "Man, you're looking awful skinny." We've been touring pretty hard. I just haven't been eating as much as I should, and blah blah blah. And like I said, it was just weeks after. It was just like, Ian's been diagnosed with cancer, and, he's going to fight the fight, and looking forward to seeing you on the road again. And of course, unfortunately, that did not come to pass.
And that sucked. He was a nice guy. He really was nice.
He was super nice. He had no reason to be as nice to you or I as he did.
Yeah, not really.
For whatever reason, because we plugged that Evans Cap CD, he became best buds.
And the truth is I don't even think we plugged it because it was the guy from Lynyrd Skynyrd, or a guy from Lynyrd Skynyrd. I think we just liked the record.
Yeah, we liked the record because, number one, it wasn't like a country sounding Southern rock type record. It was like a hard rock, almost a metal record.
Right.
And it kind of surprised us that they went that direction, because obviously 38 Special is kind of that Southern rock. Lynyrd Skynyrd's that Southern rock. Ian was in the Outlaws as well at one point. And they're that kind of that Southern rock stuff. So we kind of assumed that with Bobby Capps and Ian Evans hooking up, that they'd probably do something in that vein, and it definitely was not that at all.
Yeah, no, that's a great record if you can find it. I don't know if it's even available out there anywhere or what, but kick-ass record.
Yeah. So just kind of memories, just kind of fond memories of thinking about people that I've had the pleasure of gotten to know or meet along the way, and that one is definitely one I will never forget. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was good people, man. I miss that guy.
Yeah, me too. So just sad, very sad.
Yep.
But I'm not here to be sad tonight. I'm here to be glad and be celebratory that I have an opportunity to behind this mic and hang out with you and all our CMS fans and friends who who support us every week, our little show.